Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather brief on Wednesday the 8th of June. Today's weather brief will cover a summary on the West European 5-day average temperatures, the UK, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation, and finally global weather alerts. Firstly, we'll take a summarised look at the mean surface temperatures across Europe. And between days 11 and 15, confidence levels are once again generally medium at best today, given that there remains model divergence with regards to the temperature trends between days 11 and 15. At the present time, temperatures are forecast to be either near or trending just slightly below climate averages, but by only perhaps 1 or 2 degrees. Between days 6 and 10, there is an emergence signal for some central and eastern areas of Europe to have temperatures trending 2 or perhaps 3 degrees below climate averages, yet many western areas of Europe, including France and Spain for example, having temperatures very near to climate averages. Between days 2 and 5, confidence levels are high, given good model agreement and consistency, for temperatures to continue to be trending below climate averages by around perhaps 2 or 3 degrees, but locally as much as 4 or perhaps even 5 degrees. And we will now take a closer look at the expected temperature trends across the United Kingdom. And between days 11 and 15, as we move towards the weekend in the 18th and 19th of June, confidence levels are medium at best, given that there is some model divergence. The latest Metro model, for example, has temperatures very close to climate averages, yet all the other forecast models maintain temperatures trending 1 or 2 degrees below climate averages. At the present time, it would seem as though temperatures are likely to be either near or perhaps 1 or 2 degrees below climate norms. Between days 6 and 10, as we move beyond the weekend of the 11th and 12th of June, temperatures are forecast to recover and become very close to climate averages. This signal has been there for numerous days. As a result, confidence levels are quite high to suggest that between days 6 and 10, temperatures are forecast to be very close to, if not just slightly below, a climate mean of 15 degrees Celsius. The rise in temperatures beyond the weekend in the 11th and 12th of June is in association with a general change of air mass and also wind direction, with a generally milder, if not warmer, west or southwesterly air mass developing across the United Kingdom into the opening week of the 13th and 14th of June. And finally, within the short term, during the remainder of the week and into the weekend in the 11th and 12th of June, confidence levels are high, given good model agreement and consistency, for a particularly cool spell of weather for the time of year to dominate across the United Kingdom. Temperatures are forecast to be at least 3 or 4 degrees below a climate average of around 14 or 15 degrees Celsius. The following weather chart for Friday the 10th of June helps to illustrate why temperatures are forecast to be generally below climate averages, particularly over the next 2 to 5 or 6 days, as low pressure just to the north of the UK produces cool northwesterly winds across many areas of the country. And now moving on to take a closer look at the expected European temperatures over the next 14 or 15 days. And between days 11 and 15, there continues to be a general lack of model agreement and consistency today, and as a result confidence levels may be only medium at best, for temperatures to be trending either near or just slightly below climate averages across most of Europe. However, given a lack of model agreement and consistency, there is a likelihood that over the next couple of days temperatures may well shift and become either near or perhaps even slightly above climate averages. The latest German model comparison graph helps to illustrate this situation, and as you can see there is quite a divergence within the available forecast models towards the weekend in the 18th and 19th of June, and hence the relatively low confidence. However, the majority, if not all, of the available forecast models do have temperatures either near or trending slightly below climate averages. Between days 6 and 10, there remains relatively low confidence levels, given that there continues to be some shifting between the various forecast models with regards to just how temperatures are likely to trend. At the present time, some central and western areas of Europe may well have temperatures very near to climate averages, but there is an emerging signal that some eastern areas of Europe, including places like Austria and perhaps even down into Italy for example, may have temperatures trending slightly below climate averages by 2 or 3 degrees. The latest Austria model comparison graph helps to illustrate this situation, and as you can see, through the middle of the forecast period, all of the available forecast models have temperatures at least 2 or 3 degrees below climate averages. As a result, eastern areas of Europe in particular are likely to have temperatures trending below climate averages, but at the present time it is only forecast to be eastern areas of Europe that has temperatures slightly below climate averages between days 6 and 10, with the rest of Europe having temperatures very near to climate averages. And finally, within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, the trend from the last couple of days continues today for many areas of Europe to have temperatures below climate averages by at least 2 or 3 degrees, but in some places at least 4 or perhaps even 5 degrees below climate averages, as a particularly cool spell of weather maintains itself across the majority of Europe throughout the rest of the week and into the coming weekend. And now taking a look at the expected precipitation totals across Scandinavia. And the trend from the last few days continues today for many central and western areas of Scandinavia, including the majority of Sweden and also the whole of Norway, to have precipitation totals well above climate averages, with perhaps in excess of 150 millimetres of rain possible across Norway in particular. In contrast, many eastern areas of Scandinavia, including the majority of Finland and some far eastern areas of Sweden, are likely to have precipitation totals either near or trending slightly below climate averages, as generally much drier conditions dominate the weather throughout the next 7 to 14 days. And now taking a look at global weather alerts which highlight significant deviations from normal. And starting with the United States, some very warm and hot conditions are forecast to continue across many central and eastern areas of the country over the next 7 to 10 days at least. Temperatures are forecast to be at least 8 or perhaps 10 degrees above climate averages, with mean surface temperatures generally ranging between 25 to 35 degrees Celsius, but locally up to 40 degrees across some southern states in particular. The trend from the last couple of days continues today, and as a result it is worth highlighting once again that temperatures across many central and northern regions of China over the next 7 to 10 days at least are forecast to be well above climate averages, with in some places temperatures 8 to 10 degrees above climate norms. Surface temperatures in some places are likely to exceed 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. And finally, heading back to the United States, there is an emerging signal that over the next 7 to 14 days some particularly wet weather is forecast to develop across some southern and eastern areas of the United States, as heavy thunderstorms and perhaps even the first tropical activity of the season develops and brings potentially precipitation totals in excess of 4 to 5 inches in some areas. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Goodbye.